OffLecture. Learn beyond class.
Hi, and welcome to OffLecture. If you ever wanted to work with data, really work with it, then you are exactly in the right place. This is Mastering SQL for Data Science, a complete journey that takes you from your very first query all the way to the kind of advanced analytics that professional data scientists runs every day. Here's my promise to you. We are going to do this visually, one small step at a time. No walls of jargon, no assuming you already know things, just clear examples and clear pictures. And lot of, oh, that's all it is moments. So let's talk about what SQL is and why it's worth your time. Before starting, we should know what is SQL stands for. So SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Okay, here's a big picture. Almost every company on earth stores its information inside databases. Customer, sales, employees, orders, all of it. And SQL is the language you use to talk to these databases. To talk to these databases. That's it. That's the whole idea. Once you can speak SQL, three things will open up. You can ask questions, that is, you can pull exactly the data you need, even out of million of rows in seconds. Second is you can analyze the data, that is, you can group it, filter it, combine it, and calculate insights right where the data lives. And third, you can power everything else. You can power everything else, that is dashboards, reports, even machine learning models. Almost all of them start their life as a SQL query. So if you work with data in any way, SQL isn't optional. SQL is non-negotiable. It's foundational. And here's the good news. It's far, far easier than it looks. We will climb this in three levels. Like what will be your journey level? We will climb it in three levels, like steps on the staircase. We first start with the basics, how to select the data, how to filter it with conditions, how to sort it, the absolute fundamentals. So this section will belong to fundamentals. Then we move to the intermediate step where we will understand combining multiple tables with joins, summarizing data with grouping, and writing more powerful nested queries. So this will be your intermediate level where we will understand combining the data and writing complex queries. And finally, we will reach to the advanced and the data science level. We will discuss window functions, statistics, and feature engineering, the techniques that turns your raw tables into real insights. And I want to be crystal clear about one thing. We start from zero. You need not have any prior database experience to follow along. If you have used a spreadsheet, you already have everything you need to begin. What we will cover in part 1, foundations. So let's look at the actual roadmap. Part 1 is our foundations, 6 core building blocks. We begin with databases and tables, the containers your data lives in. Then we will move to the select statement and the strict running order of its clauses, which we call as big 6 clause order. Then we will move to filtering with the help of where clause. We will understand how we can pick out just the rows you care about. Then we will move to sorting and limiting so that you can sort and limit your results for getting the important stuff uh, from the data. Then we will move to the aggregation, counting, summing, and doing average. And finally, group by and having, where you start summarizing the data by category. The movement sequely really starts to feel powerful. Master these six, and you can already answer a huge range of real questions. Part 2, combining and structuring data. This is the place where your queries start to grow up. We will learn joins, we will know how to connect related tables together in all six of their flavors, that is inner, left, right, full, self, and cross join. Then union and set logic for stacking results on top of each other. We will get to know the subqueries, queries nested inside other queries, and then CTs and views, which even keep complex logic clean and readable. After that, we will move to the case statements for conditional logic, basically if then for the SQL, including how we can pivot our data. And we will round it out with the everyday functions for text, dates, numbers, and handling those tricky empty values called nulls. Also, we will understand in CTs and views, we will go through the stored procedures also. Stored procedures also. And the 13th and the most important topic will be covered at the last, that is real interview based SQL questions so that you can face any interview freely. Then we will move to part 3, that is advanced and data science SQL. This is the material that genuinely starts analysts apart. First will be the Windows function, ranking rows, running totals, comparing each row to the ones around it, analytical patterns like deduplication, pivoting, and rolling averages. We will step into database design, how good tables are structured, normalization and constraints, then performance and transactions, where we will understand indexes, reading query plans, and how database keeps data safe and consistent. Finally, the data science specials, that is statistics directly in SQL, how we can calculate standard deviation, percentiles, correlation, sampling, feature engineering, including cohorts and funnels, and connecting SQL to Python and cloud data warehouses. By the time we will finish this, you will be handling the exact same SQL that working data scientists use every day. Now, how are we going to learn all of this? This is the part that I am most excited about because every single concept follows the same simple three-step rhythm. Step 1, we will explain it visually. I will draw the idea out on a clean whiteboard so that the concept clicks before you even touch the keyboard. Step 2, we will run it in SSMS, that's SQL Server Management Studio, the actual tools professional use. You will watch the query gets typed, executed, and return real results. And then step 3, we will see it on the real data because theory only sticks when you watch it work. And here's the key. We are going to use one of the simplest and real world data set the whole way through, which is a small HR database. It's small enough that you can hold it in your head, but it is rich enough to demonstrate every single technique in this course. So we will working on a small HR database, human resource database. You will never have to relearn the context, just the new idea. So let me introduce the data set now, because you will be seeing a lot of it. It's a small HR database, a company's human resource system, and it has multiple tables, but majority or majorly it has two important tables. One is employees table, where it has each person with an employee ID, a name, a department they belong to, and their salary. And second one, which is which is again one of the important tables, is departments table, where we have each department with its ID, a name, and a location. And notice this little dotted line. This dotted line this dotted line relates the two tables by department ID. The department ID in the employees table points to a departments over there. That single connection is what lets you answer across both the tables. And it's the seed of one of the most important ideas in all of the SQL, that is combining multiple databases and combining multiple tables within the databases and work through all the tables together. Don't worry about the details yet. Just get familiar with these two friendly little tables. We will be having some more tables, but that will be all dimensions table that will consist of some other important stuff too. And they will be our companion for whole course. So where does all this leave you? By the end of this course, here's what you will be able to do. You will be able to write queries with confidence from a simple lookup to a multi-table analysis. You will be able to answer real business questions. For example, who are the top earners in each department and what's our month over month growth. You will build analytics in pure SQL, rankings, running totals, cohorts, and funnels. We will prepare the data for machine learning and dashboards, cleaning, joining, and engineering features right at the source. And you will work in real tools, that is, starting with SSMS and growing towards cloud warehouses and Python. That's a genuinely valuable and job ready skill set. And you will have built it one clear step at a time. All right, that's the map. Now it's time to start the journey. Next up is topic 1, which is databases, tables, rows, and columns. We will open the SSMS together and we will explore our HR database and learn the core vocabulary that everything else builds on. Take your time, follow along, and don't be afraid to pause and replay. Ready? Let's begin. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel of Lecture Learn Beyond Class. Thanks.